Welcome to the SpreadX weekly financial market preview, and we're going to look ahead at an investor favourite. We've got Apple with Q3 figures on Tuesday.
Typical year for Apple, really. It's had a sort of few stuttering moments, but broadly on the up and up. I think it's effectively all-time highs at the moment, around $195 per share, which is obviously massive. It was second quarter figures were back in May. They were very strong. I think revenue was up around 15.5% to $61.1 billion. That's despite iPhone sales falling just short of expectations. I think adjusted earnings per share are up 30% to $2.73. The interim, the dividend, for that quarter was up 16% to 73 cents. And on top of all that, it announced a $100 billion share buyback, which is obviously ginormous. In terms of its third quarter figures on Tuesday night, I think the current expectation for revenue, the guidance was back in May that it should come in between $51.5 and $53.5 billion, which is roughly another 15.5% increase at the midpoint. I think iPhone sales are expected to be just shy of 40 million units sold, which is a decline on what we've seen last year, but solid enough, especially with that, very healthy revenue growth.
Yeah.
I think another aspect to look out for in terms of Apple is its services division. Sort of a burgeoning division at the moment, which sounds a bit patronising given that it's expected to post $9.6 billion in revenue. But in terms of Apple, that is slightly on the smaller side, but it is one of the divisions in the company that is expected to grow and grow. That $9.6 billion market revenue is expected to post on Tuesday. That's I think like a 31% growth year on year compared to the 22% growth it saw this time last year. The services division covers things like the App Store, Apple Music, things like that can help Apple perhaps diverse away from iPhone sales as the lifespan of its phones grows longer and longer as the sort of the improvements between each generation sort of grows less and less, really. In terms of what our clients are doing, somewhat unsurprisingly, they are very heavily buying Apple around the $190, $195 mark. Obviously, that comes with risks because with the company at all-time highs heading into an update, especially one that is on a knife edge in terms of investor expectation. There's always the chance that Apple could plunge like we saw Facebook do. And, multiple other companies during this earnings season. However, like I said, our clients are fairly confident about Apple going into the third quarter and heavily buying around the $190 mark.
Okay, Connor, thank you very much.